Young people are already reshaping how food is grown, shared, and sustained. The Mizizi Youth Voices podcast series brings you their stories. This is a space where we spotlight young leaders working in the sustainability and regenerative space. Through conversations with young people from different parts of the world, we explore the ideas, challenges, and innovations shaping more just, resilient, and sustainable futures. This mini-series focuses on youth voices in food and farming and is connected to the Mizizi Magazine Youth Edition launching in June 2026. You can learn more at mzizimag.africa. This mini-series is a collaboration between Mizizi Magazine, Young Professionals for Agricultural Development, ICLEI AfriFOODlinks, and Green Action Week. My name is Hannah Hopper, and I will be your host for this series. Hello and welcome to Mizizi Youth Voices. Today I'm joined by Adele Azouni, a PhD student in geology based in Tunis, environmental and climate change advisor, and an AfriFOODlinks Youth Ambassador representing the city of Tunis. Adele's work sits at the intersection of research, social innovation, and inclusive climate action. It currently supports women food processors in adopting more sustainable practices, while also contributing to the development of sustainable urban food systems through policy engagement and public participation. Alongside this, Adele hosts a weekly environmental radio show and is actively involved in advancing green jobs and youth opportunities in Tunisia. Adele, it is wonderful to have you with us today. I'll start by asking you, what first drew you to working in food systems, agriculture, or sustainability as a young person?
Hello, Anna. I'm so happy to have this interview with you today. And it's so exciting because I'm talking from the north of Africa and you are from the south of the continent. So this link that we try to create from north to south, and it's very interesting to have this discussion. So what maybe the first thing drew me to work in food system? To be honest, I didn't start directly working in food system or in food urban system, but first of all, I came from geology and environmental studies. But very quickly, when I started working on the ground, I realized that everything is connected. So for me, food is totally connected to a natural resource, to the water, to the soil, to the climate, and to maybe people life. So for me, this link it's very interesting. So from that, also after a lot of work, I realized that environmental rights is connected to human rights and also accessibility to food. It's one of our rights as a human. So for me, today, working on food system became a way to connect science to with a real human impact.
Thank you for sharing your story and how you got into food systems. And it's interesting to hear how you saw sustainability in food systems as something that's a real connector. Tell me, in your current role, you support women food processors in adopting more sustainable practices. What are some of the most impactful changes you've seen, and what challenges do they face?
Today, I think one of the biggest challenges in Tunisia, but not only in Tunisia, in let's say North Africa and Mediterranean area, it's the pressure on natural resource, especially water resource, because we have many different elements. You have like today the impact of global warming and climate change, and you know that our Mediterranean area, it's one of we call it on science, it's hotspot. It's one of the region it's most exposed and impacted by global warming. And you have also some environmental issues like pollution, industrial pollution, who impacted also our water resource. So for me, it's really one of the most biggest challenges. And we know that water, in my country, we say always in our culture that water is the life. And really, you realized after your work that water it's alive because it's connected to our as a human, to our food, like to our daily. So water is everything. And also one of the challenge that there is really many initiative like today AfriFoodlinks. There is a lot of knowledge, but I think always there is like a link that all this knowledge they are not always connected between farmers, institution, and citizen. So also the environmental and the food challenge today, it's about coordination and inclusion. So there is not really connection between research and, like, say, citizen or the normal citizen. So for me, like maybe back that today, because I work closely to agriculture women through my work as climate change advisor, but also a youth representing AfriFoodlinks in Tunis, maybe for me as a youth, it was like I bring with me a lot of creativity, a lot of innovation, a lot of accessibility to scientific information. So I think information through my work and many also young people that we make information more accessible to people. And today I can see when I talk or when I exchange with some agricultural women, they told me like, Adel, because of you, we respect, like, for example, insect, we respect biodiversity. We do our best to manage our water, or we do compost. So for me, wow, it's a thing. And I'm so happy about that.
It's beautiful. So, alongside working with agricultural women, you also work in youth employability and green jobs in Tunisia. How do you see the relationship between food systems, transformation, and youth employment?
Maybe on all this dynamic, what I say always for me, young people, they are not the future. They are already playing a key role, and we are the present. So for me, what young people doing today, it's amazing because they bring new ways of thinking. They are more collaborative. They are more open to innovation, and also they are more closer to community. So for me, this is a thing. So I see many young people, they creating opportunity. They are not waiting for opportunity. And this is a thing. And also they work directly on creating small but impactful solution. And I know many entrepreneurs, Tunisian entrepreneurs. For me, the challenge is giving them more space or more trust and giving trust what they are already doing. Also, food system, it's actually a huge opportunity for youth. And I'm happy that I can see today there are many youth that try to back to the nature, back to the farm. So the problem, it's not, there is opportunity and young people, uh, they are creating opportunity already. So the need is make this opportunity more attractive and accessible through maybe low, through more assessment for this youth.
I love that you said youth are not the future, they're the present. Your work spans research, policy, and public engagement, including your radio show. How important is communication and storytelling in driving ecological transformation?
So for me, I think communication it's like essential and it's very important for our work. For me, I believe research it's like the ABC of all the work, but only research can't really resolve problem. We need different elements. Our work or every solution to some problem, it's like puzzle. You have to bring different element or different key. One of them for me it's communication and storytelling because storytelling or communication make environmental topic more accessible and more simple for the large public. So when people understand and feel concerned, because for me, I don't want to talk about technical topic, but I want to identify or understand my target. So if the target is the Tunisian population or African community, I have to be more accessible because for me, I want to create a positive impact or a real impact or transformation in our daily gest. So storytelling is a really key and a tool for ecological transition. And for me, I try to use always communication, art, because for me, art, it's like impactful tool. It's like a magic, and also sociology. So, because for me, sociology, we have to understand the context, the people, because solution came always from the local community. And maybe today I say like the solution should be 100% Tunisian and 100% African from the south because we have the same context. For me, I feel more close or more similar to a citizen from Dakar in Senegal or from Cape Town in South Africa or from Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso more than from someone in like a northern country. So we have to work more together.
Absolutely. I totally agree. So, Adele, from your perspective, what is one of the biggest challenges facing food systems in your region right now?
So maybe because I'm a foodie person, so for me, maybe also as a Tunisian, our relation to food, it's not only a nutrition thing. It's not about eating only. It's identity, it's culture, it's tradition. So as Adel or as a Tunisian, also as a Mediterranean, our relation to food it's very special. We are very connected to food, and also food create our identity. For example, when I say I'm Tunisian, automatically they know that I eat spicy, for example. For me, we have something that we call harissa. It's like paprika. And also, I did an article with AfriFoodlinks about that. Harissa, it's not only food product. It's became our identity. They call it as, for example, when you go to the World Cup or African football, they call it harissa people, spicy people, because we are so energetic. And it's also the sauce, it's red, like our flag. And also now it's became like we have always like a t-shirt with harissa. So this link with food is very special. So now the challenge is what because there is some disconnection between people and their food because we don't know like food come from where, and also we don't understand like food or product like payment or everything. They are faced to many challenges like climate change, like food became more expensive because there is water crisis, like also like agriculture women, they are very in difficult situation. But at the same time, from this like food challenges, we can create opportunity like urban agriculture, like local initiatives. So for that, I support always garden community. And we have this thing in AfriFoodlinks in Tunis, in Hafsaya. It's the old city of Tunis. People, they created a garden community. So the city can really become a space for innovation if we reconnect people to food system. So it's challenge, but also we can create opportunity from that. But sustainable opportunity who respect at the same time research, biodiversity, and local community.
So beautiful to hear when you were sharing about the relationship between people in your country and food and how it is so a part of one's identity. What role do you think young people can play in transforming food systems?
I think there is true responsibility as a citizen in this urban food or food system transformation. There is a responsibility of customer who consume food. It's not about also eating healthy, but for me, it's respect season. For example, in Tunisia, if you want to eat melon, we eat it only in summer. If we want to eat strawberry only it's in March. So we have to respect agriculture calendar. And also, for example, we don't have the culture of banana agriculture in Tunisia. So for that, I always say to people, don't eat banana or avocado because it's not in our daily as Tunisian citizen. If we want to eat avocado, when you travel to Mexico, eat avocado, or maybe someone can bring you avocado from this country. So we have to respect our soil, our natural ecosystem. So For me, citizens have a responsibility today to support local food, to support small business, and also the agriculture have a responsibility today to be more responsible to the land, to landscape, to biodiversity, because this agriculture, I told always that to my partner, that you are at the same time agriculture to bring food to the customer, but also you are the guardian of the landscape. If you will lost your landscape or your resource, you will lost all your commercial thing. So you can have equality balance of that. And you have also responsibility of the institution and also of the government actors, because you need more law, more institution who respect landscape. Because today we talk about environmental rights, but for me, I talk about natural rights, because nature today have her rights. Because when we talk about environmental rights, it's very individual. We talk about ourselves as a human, what we want from nature. But when we talk about natural rights, because the sea, the forest, the soil have rights, have to have a rest, have to respire from our exploitation. So everyone have a responsibility, and I think this transition need to involve with all the stakeholders. So everyone have a responsibility.
I really love that you reminded us of how important it is to respect the seasons and our local soil. What gives you hope when you think about the future of food and farming?
To be honest, and I hate this question. Why? Because when they ask me this question, I feel like I want to cry. So it's make me cry because it's make me too much emotional. Honestly, what give me hope, it's what I see on the ground, what I see when I meet local community, when I meet agriculture, when the displacement that I do in Tunisia, we have like 24 cities in Tunisia, biggest. I know every cities, I know every specificity of the cities. And my work, it's not only about like scientific research, it's about that, but also for me, it's about this work, it's for me, it's a passion. It's born from love to this land, because I love too much Tunisia and Africa, because we have a lot of potential, and also this passion is it's born from a lot of love to my local community. And if I'm doing this work today, it's about me first of all, because I want to have a sustainable agriculture, because of for me, I'm a young citizen. I don't want to leave the country to look for opportunity in Europe or in somewhere. I want to create opportunity in my land, because I know that I have a lot of potential. Despite all of these challenges, people are adapting, especially women. Women, they try to create an opportunity. I'm seeing growing awareness among women, young people. When I meet women, they really want to be part of this change. So all of that, for me, it's a hope. Hope is already there. We just need maybe to support it and make it more visible. So this is what I'm trying to do with women, with young people. They're doing an amazing job, really, and they are very commitment to change things. So this is make me hope and make me hope to continue my work.
Thank you for sharing that. My last question for you, and you've already touched on it, but maybe you can provide a bit more detail. If you could change one thing in food systems for young people, what would it be?
Maybe I assume that maybe only one, or like myself, I can try really change thing. But maybe the one thing that I want always, I dedicate my work to it. It's for me making like protection, environmental ecosystem a national priority. I work a lot on advocacy. For me, protecting community and preserving environmental ecosystem should be like national priority to save the food system. And maybe also I would create more direct opportunity for young people to act locally, because I love the capital, but I want to create more opportunity in all cities of Tunisia. in the South, Northwest. I believe that change is already happening. So we just need to work more together to support it and make it visible. We really need that.
Thank you so much, Adele, for sharing your experiences and insights with us. It's so inspiring to hear how you're working across research, policy, and community engagement to support more inclusive and sustainable food systems in Tunis. From empowering women food processors to advancing youth opportunities and green jobs, your work shows how local actions and systems thinking can come together to drive meaningful change. And thank you to everyone listening. We hope this conversation has offered new perspectives and highlighted the important role young people are playing in shaping more resilient and equitable food systems. You can find more youth voices and stories at mzizimag.africa, including the Mizizi Youth Edition launching in June 2026. This has been Mizizi Youth Voices. My name is Hannah Hopper and I have been your host. And thank you for listening. We look forward to bringing you more youth voices from across the world.